If you are trading synthetics, you're a gambler. Okay, explain. What is volatility 75? What does boom and crash mean? The name is there. It's boom and crash.
You said traders don't run the trading market, influencers do.
It's very funny that what we see is lifestyle. The real lifestyle of a trader is very boring. So you're out of a job and then somebody shows you that he got a Lamborghini and then he got a house. Then the person is somewhere in Dubai or Lekki Reserve or all those places living the life. The person says, I took some trades, we closed in profit. That is the lifestyle, and you're broke. You're hungry. Person now tells you to learn this thing now, just bring $100. If I call myself a mentor and you're here, where I expect you to be is here. If I'm expecting you to go here, why will I charge the price of here when you are entering here? So they are there to influence people, not to really teach people the profession of trading. If you want to learn trading, you would have to go 3 to 4 years consistently before you start getting it. Not before you get it. You start getting it.
Welcome back to Director Shows. I know we've been away for some times. We're doing some rebranding and trying to get some things right, but we're back with our amazing conversations. I hope you enjoy this one because I'm seated with somebody I just don't think he's a trader. I think he's a teacher and a mentor, if I dare say. But then we'll let him say that if he wants to be identified as one of those, because when you say the word mentor, everybody kind of looks at you in some kind of way. But I hope you enjoy this. And if you're just tuning in for the first time, do well to subscribe, drop a like button, and make sure you share this video with your friends because you're about to sit and listen to one of the most amazing conversations you've ever had. I tell you this for free because this is somebody I've spoken with several times, and I know what he has to give, especially in the Forex industry.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention his name, so I'll leave that to him before we get into it. So,
Yeah.
hi, Mr. Prince. So give us like
Mr. Director,
a brief introduction about yourself.
Okay. My name is Prince Sokwaibe. I am the CEO, that's if we call that, and head trainer for Entrepreneurial Trading Academy. I'm a trader, a businessman.
And every other thing.
Yeah, let's just say trader and businessman. So I trade, and also I have a business I help manage. So we're good.
Before we get into it, oh, sorry, you've not finished.
Yeah, because I have a problem.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So based on what he said, I will still use the word teacher. I still am not a mentor.
Okay.
Because give or take, this will be roughly, this year will make it 11 years plus I've been trading. I think on and off the market for the earlier 5 years, and then consistent after that. And I don't think I've seen enough to call myself a mentor because mentorship takes at least, I believe, an experience of over 20 years. So
Wow.
like 2 decades, you already know most of the ins and outs, you've been there. So a lot of traders have not even seen a lot of things. So if I call myself a mentor, those people who were trading pre-2008, who faced different financial crises,
Yeah.
then the ones that faced the broker crash of 2015.
I mean, actual financial crisis.
So broker crashed, a lot of brokers crashed in 2015. Although I was trading before them, but I still did not understand what was going on in the market. I just realized that my broker relocated from Nigeria. But it's now that I understood exactly what happened. So I can teach, I can coach, but mentorship, if except someone calls me their mentor, except you're calling me your mentor in something else that is not trading, I could accept maybe based on life experiences.
I mean, you've gathered a lot of that. 11 years trading, that's a lot. You've seen quite a number of, or you've seen your own fair share of market movements.
Yeah, fair share.
Yes, you've seen your own fair share of
Fair
market
share.
movement. Before we get into it, right, the in-depth and all, what is the one thing that would make anybody just watching this and they're seeing you for the first time?
Yeah.
What is that one thing that would help them understand who is seated here?
Okay. If it's one thing, it's going to be rare to say one thing.
Okay.
So I would want to put it I'll just say two things.
Mhm.
First things first, I'm very down to earth. Down to earth doesn't mean humble, so you
Oh,
understand.
wow. Wow, I like it.
Down to earth doesn't actually mean humble. It means you speak facts the way they are, right? Without being rude,
Yeah.
but you are telling this is what it is. If it's red, it's red. It's not, it can be maroon red. No, that's red. And then I could be a very patient person. Yeah, so once you meet me, those are the first two things or the things you find consistent over
Over
a
time.
period of time. Yeah.
What brought you into trading? Let's go back to the early days.
Okay. First things, I think right from my school days, especially when I got into university, because I wanted to study law. And then my dad was like, law is not a profession for somebody to do in Nigeria. And he was
Oh,
kind
wow.
of, yeah, he was kind of my guidance and counselor then. And he was like, go for English and literary studies. You could actually be a lecturer down the road. And I got into school and I saw the life of lecturers, and I did not see myself doing that. So I started looking for means to, apart from schooling, because I not abandon school or drop out like a lot of people will
Oh,
claim.
yes.
So apart from schooling, I started looking for other things I could do. And God saved me. I nearly entered GNLD in my first year.
New life.
So God saved me from that. It was just that I didn't have enough money to start it, or else probably I would have done that. But I was looking for a business that would suit me, but I didn't find. Then after school, I think I had an extra year. So during my extra year, I now went into show business, like organizing, events.
Events, yeah.
So I was not totally, well, I say useless because the carryovers were like two. So I was not totally useless. I had to do something to see if I could make some money. And I hosted two events, and both events ended up in losses.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, and I was still looking for the next thing. And then I think before then, my first encounter with trading was sometime in 2003. Well,
Did you just say 2003?
yeah, that was my first encounter.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't that it was trading. It's just a bunch of people who were promoting trading at that time came to our house and met with my father one evening. And then I was around, or let's say I was either at the dining area or in the living room. I can't remember exactly where. And then overheard the conversations, and they were telling my dad how, you could make $100 a day and stuff. And my dad told them he was not interested. So, and then of course over the radio, then it was always, repeated and stuff. So I knew that there was something like that. And over the years, there was still this recurring forex trading. You hear it here and there. So I know that there was something like that could make someone money.
Yeah.
It was somewhere at the back of my mind. So I think after a while, one of the days we used to do night browsing when we were in school.
Yeah.
So I went for night browsing and I Googled what is Forex and stuff. And then I saw the charts, but I did not know what was going on. So that's what actually made me notice someone after, I had those two losses in order to avoid depression, because I'm a very introverted person.
Yeah.
So in order to avoid depression, I used to go and hang out with my friends, and they were into sports betting, and I was not really interested then in sports betting. So when I got to the cafe, they were all, checking different teams, and sometimes I ruined the names just to make fun of them. And I saw this guy who just opened his laptop and then do something and close. Then he opened it again, and I now saw that chart. I was like, is this not Forex trading? He said yes. And then we now started talking
You
about trading.
remembered
What I saw. So he was like, this is what he does for a living and this. And I think his visa then was due. That was 2013. Or was it 14? Can't remember, but it's between those 2 years. So he said his visa was due to for him to go to India and study, and that everything was sponsored by trading.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm looking for something to do in my life. And then he introduced me to someone because he didn't have the time. The person charged me $100 for 2 weeks of training. I think $100 then was around 15K
At the time,
at the time, yeah. So
how far we've come as a country.
yeah, that's far, actually. Very far. So so now we are 10x of that.
Exactly. Literally.
so so I did that, and that's how my trading journey actually started.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say we have similar beliefs, not necessarily the same story, because when you were talking about you going to school and seeing that lecturers were not looking like where you wanted to be in life,
Yeah.
this was exactly what happened to me in 2020. It was like an awakening. It was like, okay, because my early days, I've always wanted to read hard, get good grades. In fact, I was studying mathematics and I had first class. Do you understand? At the time,
Yeah.
so I was like, okay, read hard, get good grades, maybe land a good banking job, and you're good with your life. I mean,
Yeah. Good
the
banking
job
job.
gives you enough money, start a business, and life is good. I never wanted to do all of this creative stuff. And no. Then Corona happened, and I saw my lecturers asking me for money. I'm like, okay, wait, chill, chill. Something has just exposed the other side of all of this career and building. Bankers were at home. The best of the best office workers were at home, and they were not getting paid and all of that. I'm like, okay, no, I can't build my life around this. So I didn't have carryover as
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we're going to drop from the too much of reading. We're going to like bring it down a little bit. So I intentionally dropped my grade so I can build a life outside school. And since then we've been we've been pushing it and it's been working. And I like when people realize what they want to do and actually go for it, because we live in a society where people kind of let the internet decide for them. There are a million and one traders out here, because we're talking about trading, but then there are a million and one traders out here who don't understand why they're in trading. And I'm going to give you an example. One time we heard that somebody got, or somebody was able to hold a trade from $1,000 to like $68,000. I don't know how real is it. I saw it on Twitter. So from $1,000 to $68,000, and they didn't take profit. No partials was closed because they were targeting $100,000. They lost everything, lost the thousand. Like everything went back to zero. And I'm like, if you had a plan to why you needed that money, when you saw that money, the first thing that would come to your head is go to that plan. So take the money, go do what you want to do, right? Because you don't have a plan, numbers, you are freaked with numbers. You think 68 is not big enough until you have 100. That is when you can show the world that, oh, I was able to flip 1,000 to 100,000. And that's your purpose in life. having the aura, let me use that word, that you're able to flip 1,000 to 100,000
Yeah.
is the
Alright.
reason why you just lost a generational,
Yeah.
a life-changing. So you've lost a life-changing wealth, and you didn't even gain the aura at the end of the day. But let's talking about how people think now, right?
Yeah.
We are going to try to look at the society of trading,
Okay.
right? There was something you said to me, and I want you to break that down. I want you to go deep into that statement.
Okay.
You said traders don't run the trading markets, influencers do.
Yes.
Right now, I'm not saying that is how it should be, but you said now influencers are the one running the trading industry.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Okay. Um, the thing is, trading is a profession. You understand? And it's it's very funny that what we see is lifestyle. Did you get?
Yeah.
The real lifestyle of a trader is very boring. And if you're a day trader, like my current training is very stressful. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because as a day trader, you tend to be in front of the charts a lot because you have to monitor your trades, trail your stops, stuff like that, so that you don't go from 68,000 to
Zero.
zero,
Yeah.
And it's not glamorous.
At all.
Okay. I'm not supposed to say this in public, but I woke up by 2 a.m. and I've not slept.
Wow.
So I've not slept up until this time normally. And today is the day I normally go to the market because I have days I go to the market where I help manage my uncle's business. And then I have days that I stay at home and trade. So because of this interview, I was like, okay, no problem. We can push it to the next day. So funny enough, this week I haven't even been there because of how the markets are. So the markets are showing opportunities that could make some money, and I'll not leave that on the table because of my uncle's business.
Yeah.
So the only day I'll have time is like Saturday. So that was me, digressing. But the thing is, now, lifestyle is being shown and is being used as a marketing tool to bring in people.
To sign up more traders.
Yes. So you might not be interested in trading, and our unemployment rate, as the last time I checked, was about 4.8%. So which means we have roughly 2 million people, employable people who are out of jobs.
Yeah.
So you're out of a job, and then somebody shows you that he got a Lamborghini, and then he got a house, and then the person is somewhere in Dubai or somewhere in Lekki Reserve or all those places, Lakwe, right?
Yeah.
Living the life, and just after, in between, the person says, I took some trades, we closed in profit. That is the lifestyle, and you are broke. You are hungry. And then the person now tells you, to learn this thing now, just bring $100. I'll teach you how to flip $100 to, 10,000. Like that, our guy now, he would have
100,000.
Yeah, that our guy would have told people, all right, I flipped
I flipped
1,000
1,000
to
to
100,000.
Pay me $100 to learn
Yes,
it.
so it's pay me $100 to learn it. So they are there to influence people, not to really teach people the profession of trading. Because if you tell someone in reality that, see, if you want to learn trading, you would have to go 3 to 4 years consistently before you start getting it. Not before you get it. You start getting it.
Nobody is going to sign up.
Nobody is going to sign up. But in reality, that's the truth. Anybody that comes and tells you 2 years ago he was nowhere and today he is somewhere, in the next 2 years, that person is going to be poor. It's a guarantee. Because the person could probably be riding on a wave of a trend, right? So somebody who has been riding on the wave of a trend, which one is, okay, if someone was short Euro USD in February of 2022 and held that trade till now, even with where the market is, the person is not losing any money. You understand? So the person short that, the person will not be losing money right now. The person probably will be in money. And the person will feel he's a good trader. But most people who will join will not even have that kind of patience. So the person will be in and out, in and out, in and out. But the truth is, sometimes there is beginner's luck. Not even sometimes, most times,
Yes.
there is beginner's luck when it comes to trading. Because you'll be doing it with some sense. You had $100, you entered the trade, you probably entered a gold trade and with 0.01, or if you're the type that don't understand, you enter with 0.05 and it goes 100 pips, and then with 0.05 you're seeing $50, that's 50% of your account, and then you do that over 5 times or 10 times, and then you already have 500, and then to your equity, to your main equity is now 600.
Feel like you're on top of the world.
You feel like you're top of the world. And at that $50, you had the common sense to close it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then, now, once you get to 500, you start feeling invincible. And then you now go and watch online and see where somebody moved that same $100 to $2,000. And then you now start holding for that long trade.
I can do it.
Yeah. And then you now start doing it will always go back. Even we as traders, professional traders, we still make that mistake. It will go back. It's the market's in a reversal to pull back from here. So somebody was doing it will pull back from here with gold last month, like I even did initially, before I now got the sense and said, nah, I'll wipe my account. so I was doing it to pull back and adding positions while going down, which was a very bad thing because I believe so much, because I was more of a swing trader before, now I'm a day trader. So I believe so much in my ATR. Gold that was moving 300 pips before started moving 1,000 pips, 800 a day. Do you get? So you could just be in that euphoria and then you get caught. And then while you're caught in that, you now wipe your account. And it never goes back. If after wiping your account, you still go down some more. And then it starts recovering 2 weeks later, gets back to your entry, surpasses your entry, breaks and creates a new high. And then you now feel like this is the time you want to enter the markets again. You understand? So the influencing is where you get the lies. You get the trading is easy. You get the I have signals for you. You get the I have robots for you that will do all the work for you. All you need to do is sit down at home. And then in the real trading, you even get people who don't want to collect your money.
People who tell you they don't have time for you.
Not that they don't have time for you. They understand the risk.
Oh.
So if I'm taking money from you, I should understand the risk and I should be able to explain the risk to you, and you should be able to accept what I explained to you. So it's not you give me $10,000 and then you see your account 20% down. So let's just say $10,000 is 14. Let's just give it 14, and then I'm 20% down. You see 2.8 from 14 million. You open your account and see that you're down 2.8 million. How would you feel as an investor?
Crazy.
So the thing is, in as much as, okay, as traders, yes, you understand the risk and all, but we have to be able to pass the information on that risk, and we're able to manage that risk so that the investor doesn't get, that kind of scenario. And the investor sees that kind of scenario, the investor should understand why that scenario is happening. So there should be full transparency. So if you're not ready to be transparent with your investors in terms of what is really going on, or you probably just go and have a hedge fund, and then all you do is give quarterly reports or biannual reports, depending on what you want to do. So that one, the person doesn't really have access to your account. You don't really have access to the account. You just have access to a tradable account. But you can withdraw. They can withdraw. Someone helps. There's somebody in charge of withdrawal. Yes. So that's how trading is in reality. But how influencing is, of course, like I've explained, bring in your money, do as much as you can. Let's make this glamorous life your life. And you see people shoot a day in the life. A day in the life. Nobody should shoot a day in my life. Nobody should shoot a day in my life, please, because I don't even want to watch it. So when you watch it now, you find out that it's very entertaining. I do watch them. Like, I watch a lot of day in the life. Shout out to a lot of people
Doing the day in the
doing
life.
it. So I watch it and it's so fun. It's a utopia I wish I could live. Wake up in the morning, talk about trades casually. How just talk about trades like it's nothing, and then just talk about how you made some money, how you show your phone how you're making $1 million or more, and then still partying. You're in a party with people. I wish for that. I really do.
But then that don't happen every day, by the way. So it's content. It's for content's sake.
Yeah.
Because as a videographer also, aside from the trading I do, as a videographer, I help direct some of those day in lives.
Yeah.
And we would always, for the brainstorming process, we always say, oh, okay, this day we're going to be going to ShopRite, not really buying anything. We'll probably just go there, pick one or two things, food the cart, and at the end of the day, we'll probably buy like a sneaker bar and just leave the, just leave the place. But we've gotten our shot.
Yeah.
We've gotten what we want and everything. So all of those are made beliefs to help sell whatever is being sold. And now I think people are gradually beginning to be awake to the fact, to the whole point that, oh, I'm actually being sold to. It's not like this person wants to help my life, because you, 9 out of 10 times, you see that most of the students in those academy and those groups don't get to make money, and their mentor come back and tell them it's your fault for not making money, because I mean, I'm making money. Why are you not making money?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, which is one message I always preach against, but I would want you to throw light on it. Say I am a young person and I just saved my first 1 million,
Yeah.
and I want to quit my work to double down in trading.
Double down.
Yeah, I want to quit my work and become a trader, basically.
Okay. You don't double down on trading. Double down on your hustle. You are able to save 1 million.
Yes, my first ever million. And I want to
Okay.
become a
So
trader.
would there be a time frame in which you used to raise that million, let's say?
I don't know, whatever. The million is here.
Okay. Because
Maybe I won a bet, I won a lottery. There's a million.
okay, if it's winning a bet or winning a lottery, don't double down on the hustle. Because when you double down, you lose it. So, well, this is it, right? You're doubling down. That's less than $100 a month, survivor, just to survive. And in Nigeria now, surviving on less than $100 a month means you have to be very shrewd. Like shrewd, you have to be,
It's difficult to actually survive
it's very
with less
difficult,
than
especially if you're
$100 a
in
month.
this our Lagos. It's almost impossible.
Yeah.
Almost impossible.
Transportation alone is crazy.
Yeah,
Feeding.
yeah. So you should not even think of doubling down. Go out and work. So if you have a business or a job that gave you that
million.
million, I would advise you should take out, you should either reinvest in that business, buy better equipment, buy more of whatever it is that you sell. If it's a job, look for the next certification that will get you a promotion.
Oh.
Yes. Don't double down. The best you can do is for the beginning years. So just imagine, let's be realistic, you have 3 years. So start getting it right. Not to be profitable. You might still be seeing profits, but not consistently. But to get it right, you need 3 years in reality. So those 3 years, let Forex be a side hustle. So you should take the swing trader approach to it. And then see how you develop over time, while you still be the best at what you're doing. So because if you're not the best at what you're doing, you can't translate that to trading. So where I am, the businesses I handle, as much as possible, I try to be the best at what I'm doing. So if you come to me and ask me about that business, I'll explain the business to you, explain the loopholes, explain how you can make more money and the risk involved. You understand? So if you give me that 1 million now, I can tell you, okay, this is what you can get if you risk your money in this business here. And this is the possible loss, so you understand how you can handle that. If you don't understand that and you're not striving for excellence at what you're already doing, it means that you probably will not be able to earn more from there. So when you come to trading, you also apply the same, laxity in trading, and then you will never improve. And then you'll be in this endless cycle of jumping from one strategy to the other. So there's no doubling down, especially when when you're not the best already at what you do. So like someone like you're already, becoming the best at this, content creating thing. You're one of the people I actually enjoy. I enjoy your content thoroughly. both TikTok, YouTube. I think I started from YouTube before I moved to TikTok.
TikTok, yeah.
So, because we met on the TikTok space.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And so if you decide to add trading now, I'll not tell you close this shop and start doing trading. So let us look at the influencers now. Let me break it down for you. So when the influencers come, most of them come broke.
Yes.
Then what happens is once a broker sees that this person has some traction, they invest in that person, right? Once they invest in that person. And in some cases, I've seen some BDMs talk about influencing. I think I even read one on LinkedIn this morning that said that the brokers will sponsor, hire a car for the influencer, hire an Airbnb, shoot social content, and push it out, right? So that those people will influence and bring clients to them.
To them, yeah.
And then you now see some influencers demanding for as high as $50 per lot traded. So once you bring in someone or you bring in a bunch of people and they collectively trade one lot, you're earning $50. Right?
Yeah.
So even the influencers themselves are not doubling down on trading. They are actually doubling down on both the referrals, the rebates. Then now most of them now go into content. So you see the influencer is posting on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and most of them are monetized.
And you, on the other hand, want to quit everything and just
And then
focus
you
on
want to
trading.
quit and focus on just trading. I'm not focusing on just trading, so I don't encourage people to do that. I actually can make a living from trading totally if I wanted to, right? But if I wanted to do that, I'll have to get a job in trading before I'll know that I'm fully focused on just trading. So I have to trade with a firm that gives me capital, not prop firm, right? With a firm that gives me real capital, real clients, and I am placed on a salary and compensations, whether it's quarterly, yearly, or biannually. Then that's when I know that I'm doubling down. So if you're not doubling down based on you're getting a job that pays you while you still build your portfolio, if the markets are bad and they are bad for you 3 months in a row, how would you survive?
Let me, while we're on that topic here, let me just expose a system by which it looks like the traders bringing you into trading are always making money while you keep losing money. Because this is something I've always wanted to tell people. I'm like, I've worked with a lot of traders, right? By God's grace, I've been at the back end of some of the influential traders, and I've seen how things play out. And also being a trader myself, I swing most of my time, most of the days now. I just place a trade and leave it there, not checking it and anything. Whatever happens, happen. I have enough liquidity to hold it, the position I'm holding, right? So I've seen the back end of some traders, and I have seen how rebate pays them well.
Yeah, it does.
Right? You see somebody bring you into trading, gives you a link, and they tell you, oh, you must sign up with this link. It is important to sign up with this link if you want to get access to XYZ.
Yeah.
And then the two of you take a trade. The trade hits stop loss, right? 100 persons are using his link. And I'm saying this, I know you already understand this,
Yeah.
but I'm saying this for people watching to understand what it actually means to be on top of the food chain when it comes to trading or the trading influencing space. We take a trade, the trade hits stop loss, and all of us are crying in the group. Our mentor also hits stop loss. He tells us, oh, don't worry, on the next one, we'll get back at it, and whatever, and whatever. 100 persons just use his link. He has commission he has commission to make from the 100 of them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Maybe his stop loss is like $100 or $200 or $1,000, whatever it is. He is probably making 500 or 300 from the commissions from all of you. And now that is just today.
That's if you trade with real money.
That's even if he trades with money. Do you understand? So the loss is a win-win situation for him.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Now, for some of them, they put out that they make a video talking about that loss and put it out on YouTube.
Yes.
YouTube pays them for that video because you guys are going to watch it. Oh, this person shares his losses, so he's a good trader because he shows you his losses. So you go spend 30, 20 minutes watching that video. It's about finance. YouTube pays well on finance. Go and do your research. So he makes money from that particular video. Say $200, $300, right? 500, 700, depending on what it is. Now that's another one. A broker can see that video and say, oh, I love what you're doing with your community. You have 2,000 persons. Let me give you $10,000 or $5,000 to influence or to talk about us in your video. Now, the I had a podcast I did. I wanted to do an ad, a broker slot in it, right? I was offered one. This is the first time I'm saying this in public, and I'm even saying it in camera. I was offered $1,500, right, to market for this broker. And okay, good. I like it. Makes sense. Good money. Let's do it. But then the broker, I told the broker, send me your page. Let me check what you guys have been doing. The broker sent me page. It was AI videos that was on the page.
Yeah.
I asked the person that reached out to me, where are your faces? Who is working with you? Who are you? Am I going to just go tell people, oh, sign up with this broker because I'm paid $1,500 and they trust me and they put their $150 in the broker, and one day you all just wrap it up and go, and I'm the only face for you guys? Do you understand? But some people are not going to see it that way. Some people don't care.
1,005 is money.
1,005 is good money. I'm not even going to lie. 1,005 is good money. They will just, okay, bring it, come. And they take it and they introduce the broker to you. You sign up with the broker. The broker has issues. They tell you, oh, they come and make an apology video, and all of us are supposed to move
Some
on
don't
with
even
our
make
life.
apology videos.
Some don't even make it. They tell you, oh, this broker is wicked, and they complain with you and don't even empathize or sympathize with you. And we all are supposed to be cool with it, right? So sometimes some of these things are like, this is the session to just show you that it's a win-win situation for the influencers.
Always.
It's a win-win. I'm talking about the fact where you say, oh, some brokers actually fund your lifestyle, rent you the car, put you on some of those Airbnbs. I know an example. I just don't want to mention the name.
They even run deposits.
They do everything.
Run
You're like
deposits,
just the
run
figurehead.
withdrawals.
You're the figurehead.
Yeah,
You understand? You are just there as an image. They use you to do whatever they want to do. And lately, we see people who are not Forex traders, but are content creators that have numbers becoming Forex traders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I don't want to call the name of a broker, but they were fond of doing that.
You understand?
Yeah.
People who are not Forex traders,
Yes.
but are good content creators with good community, all of a sudden you hear them talk about trading. And you're like, what's going on? Why is everybody a Forex trader all of a sudden? We know you are not a Forex trader.
Yeah, start talking about technical analysis.
You see them talk about technical analysis. I'm like, whoa, where, how, when? And you have a link in your bio. How? Do you understand? So, but those are some of the things we see in the whole influencing, in the whole influencing space.
Yeah.
Now that we've opened the whole influencing space,
Yeah.
what does real trading look like? I mean, you've been here for a while. I know you've seen people trade real money and they are good with trading. So what does real trading look like?
Okay. Well, real trading is boring and hectic at the same time. You understand? Because a real trader doesn't switch models. I'll not call it strategies anymore. Because you have a model for trading. So the easier way to put it is a system. So you already know exactly what you're looking for before you open your laptop, right? So before I open any charts here right now, I already know my bias for that trade. So if I look at the price charts and look at where price is at, and I feel that where I'm anticipating the price to end is not where the price is at and where I'm expecting to end is not going to give me the value, I could leave that trade and wait for it, or I could set limits so that when it gets to that price, that is my value. So it could buy or sell from there. So if it buys, which is maybe my bias, and it gets to the price, right, that I anticipate, I've extracted value from that trade. If it reverses and hits my stop loss, I have also extracted value from that trade. So whether I am in profit or loss, there's always value there for me.
Yeah.
right? So value must not be only when you make profits. When you make losses, you've saved yourself money, right? So you probably the trade would have reversed against you like 500 pips, and then your stop loss was 250. So that extra 250, you saved it. If you had led the trade, and sometimes you might even go down 1,000 pips and wipe your account, depending on the kind of leverage you use. You get so when you talk about real trading and real money management, it's a lot. There are a lot of calculations that come into play in terms of percentages, and also in terms of, I don't know why people say money are willing to lose. So, but that's just the best way to
To
explain
put it,
it.
yeah.
So, money, how would I say willing? You feel like you can.
I mean, money you are willing to lose is like the way to put it.
Nobody is willing to lose money.
You have to wake up and decide that it is what it is.
So money you feel like you can
You can lose, yeah.
because I don't think even in all my trading I don't like losing, but of
Yeah.
course it's part of
Nobody likes losing.
yeah, it's part of trading. You get so when you see people who manage portfolios, I've seen some portfolios in Nigeria that has wowed me. Like you be like, these people are handling this amount of money, or this person is managing. You see somebody who is managing $80 million in real capital in the same country, and the person is not social media shouting. The person is being employed by a company outside Nigeria, and that's what the person is managing. And not that the person is managing the money per se, the person is actually the head of the department that manages that
Managing,
80 million. So maybe he himself or herself could be managing roughly 8, 9, 10, while, it's
spread it across every
diversified.
other
So
person. Yeah.
probably the person could be trading GU as his own. Then one other person is trading silver, another person is trading oil, another person is trading gold, another person is trading, you know, the stock market. So it's a diversified portfolio that combines to get that money, right? So just in case this market is down this month, this market could prop up the whole thing. So at the end of the year or the end of the month, there's accumulation of the portfolio. So the 80 million could probably do 100 million, or could do 160, depending on the performance of each. So there's still sometimes that in the month, one particular portfolio, one particular account could be down, but because of the profits from the other,
It should be up, yeah.
yeah, it will go up. So it's very organized. You get, and when you are trying to be a trader, there are things you need to go. There are courses you have to take. There are trainings you have to be in. So I think in reality, I'm one of the lucky ones. I have spent more money educating myself in trading than I have lost to the market.
Oh, wow.
Yes. I'm that trader that if I feel I've gotten it wrong, I can take 1 year break studying.
Oh, there's just continue.
Yeah, so I can take 1 year break studying, and then I can easily pay $1,000 to learn something and deposit $1,000 of my money to trade. Especially when I feel, you can tell yourself the truth that you've not gotten there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm one very lucky person that way. And even at the place where I am at the moment, I am good with what I do. And but I still feel that there is more to be learned. So as it is, this year, unfortunately, I was not able to get certifications I wanted to get because there was an alteration sometime. I was lucky to get an institutional trader, a real institutional trader, to train me this year. And why I was happy was when I met him, most of the things I've already learned in the past was not invalidated. He just validated, and I was like, okay, this is right, but this is a better way to look at it.
Look at it, yeah.
Do you understand?
If that is what the real trading space, the real trading industry looks like, right?
Yeah.
What do you think? What's your take on people chasing 20 pips every day?
Okay. I'll just call it gambling than the system.
Okay.
You understand? So you're scalping, and it takes a level of training and discipline to scalp properly. And in reality, in scalping, risk management is a different ball game.
In scalping.
Yeah, in reality, instead of risking 1:3, you're risking 3:1. So your stop
Your stop
loss.
loss is $300 for a hundred
So
dollar
you know how
profit.
that thing used to be red and green, where the green is more than the red. And as a scalper, it's the other way around. Yeah, that's just the reality of
And
things.
most to be honest, on I think they've been dragged so many times where you see them, you literally see the red bigger than the green.
Yeah,
But then because they open more multiple positions, they tend to make profit when the green start going their direction. But what they don't know is that if you start going against them, they are definitely going to lose three times what they would have made
yeah,
if you went in their direction.
exactly. So scalping, except if you're trading something like AUD, NZD, or NZD card, most of those exotic pairs that don't really move that much, especially AUD, NZD, they are almost the same pair.
So how about people trading synthetics? Do you think they are real traders?
Okay. If you are trading synthetics, I'm saying this to the camera, you're a gambler. Take it or leave it. Come for me. I would like your comments.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So it's straight gambling.
It's straight gambling. It's just the same thing as playing those for those who play bet. It's the same thing as playing virtual, horse racing and all that weird stuff.
Oh, it's not even playing the normal bet, it's
No,
the
no, no, no.
virtual side
That's
of
the
it.
virtual side of it. Yeah.
Why? We
Okay.
have
It's a simulation of what it's supposed to happen in the market. So, okay, explain. What is volatility 75? What does it mean? What does boom and crash mean? The name is there. It's boom and crash. That is what it is.
yeah.
So what does boom and crash? What is the fundamentals behind boom and crash? What information are you using to trade it? What are you using to trade it? Okay, yes, of course. Let us tell them what they're using to trade
Change
it.
of character.
My number one, the one I love the most, change of character,
Cho cho cho.
aka cho cho cho. He knows it very well. And then you are trading breaker block, other block, fractals, divergence, convergence, and Elliott wave, Wyckoff, Wyckoff. Yes. So that's what you are using to trade that particular thing, and that's not information. That is price patterns. Not even, it's just chart patterns. And then you hear some people say, "I've made money from it." The people make money from virtual, virtual betting on virtual games. Does it make it viable? It doesn't. The house is the one that tells you what's going on. So, yes, your V whatever can tank 1,000 pips because they want it to tank 1,000 pips. It has no correlation with any market. None. So will you say it correlates with, at least if you look at gold, you say it correlates with the dollar in as much as in recent times, not so much. But it correlates with other markets like silver, like platinum. You see a correlation that, okay, the commodities market is doing well. Or you might see, before it used to be GBP, Euro, till there was a Brexit. And then you can see the correlation between oil and CAD JPY. Yeah. Where is the correlation? What information is driving the market? Nothing. And why is it that it's not on all brokerage firms? Why is it is just one particular house? Just like as it is now, one particular house controls the virtual, but everybody bets on Man City Man U. But what you can bet virtual on Bet Niger and still play bet virtual on which other one? Bet King. I don't know if they offer virtuals. So sorry, I'm mentioning these names. They are not sponsoring.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to give an example, right? So if whatever virtual result you get on this, what do they call them? Betting platform is not the same results you get on the virtual or the betting platform. But if Manchester United and Manchester City play a particular result, you will get it both on those platforms. So it's the same thing with trading. Whatever I trade on Euro USD on this broker is the same price I'll get on Euro USD on another broker.
Yeah.
But whatever V something is doing on this particular broker and this other broker also offers V something, the price movement will never correlate. It's not possible. It can't happen.
It's basically virtual.
So that's gambling.
So let's hint a little bit about people who are newbies in the space
Yeah.
and they don't build systems, they don't have a business they are doing, and they want to double down in trading. They want to like focus and say, okay, lock in, leave everything you're doing with your life and trade because I need money.
Lock in.
Lock in.
You lock in and lock in and lock in forever, and you might not come out.
You will pass there and lock yourself.
You're lucky. The thing is, it's not, it's not sustainable over a long period of time. Yes. So if you do that, it means number one, you're gambling. That's what it means. You are gambling. And you're not even sure of what you're doing. Because how would you lock in? The only way you should lock into trading is if a trading firm is employing you to manage capital and they're not telling you that what you make is your performance is your salary. You already have, they pay you salary to trade. If you are not doing that, don't lock in anything. Or let's say, in as much as I don't support it, you have a community and some brokers decide to put you on retainer. Maybe you are able to bring a number of deposits and then they now tell you every month we pay you a stipend. Okay, then maybe but you remember it's still not locking on trading, it's locking on your influencing
Yes.
capabilities. So if it's locking fully on trading, how much do you have? How much is your trading capital? Let's be real. I'm not even locked in on trading. I still have businesses that bring in money. And I still have some small, even if it's 15% a year, that we return at least, even if that one can cover house rent, no wahala. Do you get? So don't fully lock in. It's not advisable. Have a job, have a business while you build your trading skill, not your trading portfolio, the skill.
What's the difference?
Okay. Your trading portfolio is money oriented.
Wow, yeah. Numbers.
Yes. And it's depressing because the markets can go up and come down at any time. You can't say. So a lot of us have been riding the gold wave upwards. And then at a point in time, there was heavy profit taking. And then for those of us who only strictly buy gold, we don't sell at the moment. Doesn't mean that maybe later on, maybe years down the line, we might not sell gold. But for now that we understand why we should buy gold, most of us that were on the buy side did not see money last month.
Yeah.
Right? Because there was heavy profit taking. So in that period, what would you do? What would you do?
You stay away.
So if you stay away, how would you eat? You're locked in.
Ah.
How would you eat?
Okay.
You start eating your capital. So no. So if you are collecting prop firm maybe once in a month now, you will not have to wait for 2 to 3 months to start to
Before you
withdraw.
see withdraw.
Nah,
As
don't ever lock in. You must have something you fall back on, and then you improve on your skill, because your skill is what will keep you through those times. But if it's a numbers thing for you, you blow your account. Yeah, your portfolio. If your portfolio is the main thing you are looking at, you're going to blow your account, because if you now lose, if you now lose 80, 20, like let's just say 70% of your account, how do you recover if you don't have the skill? You will never recover. The chances of you blowing your account is higher than you ever recovering. But if you have the skill, you can always come back. It might take you 3 months, 4 months, but you will get back to that 100% that you've lost.
there's
That
something
70%, yeah.
there's something somebody said. He said there's the trader, then there's the person.
Yeah.
I don't know if you understand. So there is who you're becoming, not necessarily in trading, that makes you a good trader.
Yeah.
Do you believe that there are habits you should be looking into? Because now when people get into trading, what you will most likely see in some academy, or what you most likely see their mentors tell them is technical analysis, read price action, listen to, watch news, Forex factory, and all of that. And nobody is training people on how to become the person that trades, right? Those disciplines, waking up on time, making sure you're arranging your life outside of checking the chart and everything. Do you think those little habits outside help you become a better trader? And what are those little habits you think that can help someone become a better trader?
Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the real one, patience. You need to have a lot of patience. And then you have to have an unending quest for learning, and not just learning one strategy to the other, because that's what a lot of people do. You need to understand the dynamics of the market, how the market works. So I will use this example that my mentor always says. What makes the Naira strong? You're a trader in Nigeria. You're trading Euro USD. You're trading GBP USD. If USD NGN comes on board, can you trade it?
Somebody say we'll just short, we'll just sell NGN.
So somebody who has been selling NGN from February, March till now has been losing.
Yes, has been losing actually, yes.
Where does it stop? Why is the Naira getting stronger? Did you know that? So charity begins at home. Once you understand what gives the Naira its strength, you can start replicating that in Euro USD. So the information you get, so that's the quest for knowledge I'm talking about. So at this point, if you really want to understand one source is just follow Nairametrics, first of all, on all their social media platforms. You'll get that. And then you start understanding what's going on. And then once you get that, then you start getting information on some people just trade NFP. They don't know what NFP really means. You ask them, they tell you it's not farm payroll. How does it affect the dollar? They don't know. Some people trade CPI. What is CPI? They can tell you what it is. Consumer Price Index. How does it affect the dollar? They don't know.
What does it even mean?
So what they'll do is, oh yes, CPI, you put buy limit, you put buy stop, you put sell stop, you put sell limit, you set TP, the same pair, the same account. There is a buy stop, there is sell stop. Same account. There's buy limit, there's sell limit, same account. And then there's, we're expecting it to be green. It becomes red. It sells, you go. Then the one that is funny, it now goes, it sells, it buys at the same time. And then you are losing at all fronts. So, quest for knowledge. And then one thing you must have, which is very important, is contentment.
Oh, yeah.
Understand where you are. If you are able to know how to average $20 a week, just average your $20 a week till your skill enables you to average $30 a week, till it allows you to average $50 a week. And it does not happen this month you're on $20, next month you're on $30. You
It takes
can be
time.
on $20 for 4 months straight. But you have created a system that every week, every month, you're collecting $80 from the market. You have beat minimum wage in Nigeria
Yeah.
by a lot. In fact, you're earning as some people who wear suits and tie and go out. Funny enough.
And they spend money on transport and everything, and you just have to sit at home. Talking about that, yeah. What's your theory on risk management?
Okay? So, I'll say this here because I say it for free. It's on my free course.
Okay.
So, risk management, I do what we call deleverage trading. I don't use leverage as much as possible. But even if I use leverage, I use it as minimal
That's
as
possible.
possible. So, now, my theory is on every $1,000, I trade 0.01.
$1,000.
On every $1,000. So, if I have $2,000, the maximum position I can open is 0.2. If I want to use leverage, I open 0.2 in 3 places.
We see people out here using $50 and they're opening 0.1.
They are gambling. I'm not a gambler. It's my money. I don't know how to throw away my money.
Okay.
Do you get? Yes. So, what I would do is, if I want to use leverage, I can open 3 0.01s on a $1,000 account.
$1,000 account.
If I feel like I want to take so much risk, I'll open 4. That's me taking so much risk. And what I'll do is, okay, if I'm targeting 500 pips on that trade that I'm taking, let's just allow the ATR is 500 pips. So if ATR is average true range, you can say Google it and understand it. I'm not actually here. So if it's that, I will now scalp or let's say I'm taking 4 positions. 2 of those positions, I will take profit at 100 pips and let the remaining run. So what it means is I have secured, let's say it's $1,000. So I've secured $20 for that day. It's my money.
Yeah.
It's going nowhere. So let's say it's 0.01. And then,
Simply put, most people are actually doing trading, and most people are doing trading with luck.
yeah,
They're like, oh, there's no informed decision. You're not making an informed decision. You're like, oh, let me put this $10, use 0.5. If it luckily goes in my direction, I luckily make $500. And that's why most times, just like last month, I funded 5 traders. That story is crazy. I funded five traders last month. And I will tell you for free, not a single trader made me profit. Right?
they can't.
And because I funded them not because I had too much money, but because I wanted to prove to them that the problem you have is not funding. Most traders don't know how to trade. Most traders, and that was why I asked the question, the trader and the person. You might think you're a good trader, but you're not a disciplined person.
Yeah.
And if you're not a disciplined person, how are you now a good trader? Right? If you don't have discipline, if you don't have systems, the reason why you would claim to have on paper, you would claim to have 1:5. You have a system that first, some people tell you that, oh, my system returns 90% RR. Oh, you win for every 10 trades you take, you win 7. If for every 10 trades you take, you win 7, I think you should be competing on the Dangote level of wealth.
No, Dangote should be looking up to you.
Do you understand? Because it's simple. If you're somebody that understands discipline, you understand systems, you can easily call out money from everywhere and double it with your 1 to 7, or be whatever system
Yeah,
you
a
say
money
you have.
printing machine.
You are literally a money printing machine at
Yeah.
that point.
In fact, the thing is, the CBL will employ you to help them recover the naira
Do
to a
you
particular
get?
point.
Do you get? So if you claim to be a good trader, like I was saying, I funded 5 traders and I didn't make profit from any of them, and I was not angry. I told them, okay, you've seen how the trade went. You've seen what happened. I'm not angry at you. You didn't actually lose money for me. Because if I explain how that happened, I didn't lose money doing all of that. Do you understand? But it was just a sign to show them, because if we post this video, I'm still going to get more people in my DM. Oh, fund me. I will not disappoint you. They would write you a long episode. If I start posting episodes that people write, they will write you a long, beautiful episode on how they will give you screenshot of their trades, give you before and after, give you everything. But then when you see $100 or $50 in your account, you lose it. Do you understand? So most people don't understand trading as on how it should be understood, right? And explaining this risk management, which you said you've taught it, you've given it out for
It's
free.
there for free. Once
So
you go to my website, you see it.
oh, it's on your website for
Yeah,
free.
yeah.
Do you have an academy, obviously?
Yeah, I do.
Tell us why somebody would want to get into your academy as opposed to the popular influencers telling you, give me $100 and I will change your life in 3 months.
Okay, because I don't promise to change your life in 3 months. I can't I can't change. I'm not even change my life in 3 months, please. So I can't promise what I don't do. Right? Okay, at this level now, okay, I know in 3 months I should be able to get something good. You get at the level I am now. And of course, there's been years into it and a lot of experience. And then, but in reality, I will not tell a newbie that your life will change in 3 months. This is it. Forex is the only place where people come to learn and ask for proof first. Show me your blues. It's only in this industry. We all went to school, and I ask, why didn't you ask, show me your graduates before I join your school? Because if you show me your graduates, there are a lot of schools that will not get anybody.
Facts.
A lot of schools will not get anybody. So if you show me your graduates before we join schools, then there's a problem. So I don't know, you learned create content from somebody.
Yes.
What was the result the person was getting before you learned how to pick a camera? How much was the person making?
We don't discuss that in that industry.
So even as a content creator now, how much did you make in your life? I've thought you told me you came back from Ibadan yesterday. You be my guy. How much?
Nobody discusses that.
But it's our own industry that we now put money in front. So we put the cart before the horse. So, but what we do is we try to make the horse run properly before we attach the cart. Because the cart is where the comfortability comes in. But the horse is where the work is. Right? So we put you through the work. We let you understand it. And I am not the type of trader that will just teach you and let you go. I will not give you signals. I have never done that, and I will never do that. I don't give trade calls. In fact, the way my meeting goes with my students is they have access to trade, right? So one trades a particular currency pair, another trades a particular currency pair. Okay, what's your outlook for the week? What are you looking for? Why are you looking for this direction? I don't ask them where they enter and exit is. What is your directional bias for your currency this week or this month? And then we work with that directional bias throughout. So if it's not moving in that directional bias, you don't take a trade. I don't want to see you buy today and sell tomorrow. It doesn't make you a trader. It means you are just gambling. You are not informed on what you're doing. So if the market is buying and you are sell side, you stay out of the market until you see a clear opportunity to sell. If you don't do that, your chances of losing money is very high. So we just teach you that. And then while you're waiting, if you don't have a job and you know how to sell, because there are people who are naturally gifted to sell, you know a lot of people who are interested in trading, don't go and open your own academy, because you will not teach anything of value. You will just repeat the cycle of what is going on. When you open an academy, one broker will approach you and then sponsor you, and then
They are always in everybody's DM.
and then you now force people to come and trade, because the more there are sign-ups, the more you get rebates and all that. And the circle of teaching people garbage comes in. Right? So it's garbage in, garbage out. That's what we do. So instead of doing that, you invite them to come to my own academy. You take 50% off. if you are able to be a very good salesperson and you can sell as much as 5 in Nigeria, you might not be wealthy, but you will not beg for food.
Yeah.
So you can be able to provide yourself with data while you are looking for a job or while you're improving another skill outside trading. So this becomes a source of income. You can even build a skill in trading and build a skill in sales. You can be the person who can be bringing in 50 to 100 persons. And trust me, 100 persons is 2.5. So if you're able to bring in 100 persons per month, you are made, right?
Soft.
You're soft. So it makes, and then you can buy some courses, some more courses that are better than mine.
Yeah.
You can apply for very good certifications, right? You can start trading programs that will make you, a very good trader while you are still, you know, while you're still learning how to trade. You get, so by the time, before you would even outgrow that, you made a lot of money. So you don't just bring them and then give them signals and risk their money. That's not it. I don't even believe that even 1 year after trading, you should be risking your money. 1 year is a small time in trading.
It is actually.
Yes, it is, because your 1 year might just be uptrend. And then we might have 3 years of consolidation. So what it means is maybe that uptrend year, you're doing well, and those 3 years of consolidation, you're losing money. And then that's when you stop trading that pair and start jumping from one pair to the other, one pair to the other, one pair to the other, one strategy to the other. And then you now create a circle. 6 years down the line, you have learned nothing. You are not a trader, you're not a gambler, you're just nothing. You're just somebody who says, I trade for it. But we help you eliminate
So
that.
basically, simply put, you're providing proper guidance
Yes.
to the trading community and everything.
Yeah.
I think this is something a lot of people lack, because many people get into not just trading, get into life without direction, right?
Yeah.
With nobody telling them this is how it should be done, this is how I did it, and also nobody staying to listen to them. Because aside from you giving instruction, some people want people who can listen to them, who they can pour their heart to and talk about everything and anything without the fear of being judged, right? And one person you've mentioned over and over again in our conversations is the relationship you had with your dad,
Yeah.
right? Describe that, and also how did that help you in your journey through life and through trading?
Okay. My dad is my best friend. Yeah. So he's the best friend. So although I recently got married, but before I got married, my father,
Congratulations.
yeah, my father has been the person that knows everything about me. He's been my backbone.
Wow.
So a funny thing happened today on my way here. I called my wife. She went to the market. She was not answering. I was like, okay. And I called my dad. I'm going for that interview. He was like, okay, how far your portfolio? How is your trading? Yeah, is your own personal portfolio? How is my portfolio? Yeah, is your prop firm? How far? I told him, okay, this is how it went, this is how it went, this is how it went. I was like, okay, we can now start going. I told him I'm already on my way. So I'm one person I can proudly say I'm managing my father's portfolio. So my father believes in me so much that he gave me equity. And funny enough, I've been able to return the capital, thank God.
Thank God. Thank God.
And then the portfolio is still alive. So whatever we are on now is just profit.
Profit. Yeah.
So that's that. But my dad being in my life helped me not to be a fraudster. So back in 2012, 28, yes, it's not 2012, it's 208. Because I've been good with computer and all. And then there was this syndicate, they called it, in Enugu. I never met them, but it was, referrals. They were asking if there was anybody who was proficient in using laptops, just the basics. Because in 2018, there were very few people who could do Corel Draw and all that. because CorelDRAW was the most, that was what people were using to edit. It was not even really Photoshop at that time. So, yeah. And then my friend was like, would you be interested? This is it. Your cost will be around 12 million based on what they wanted to pull.
In 2012.
In 28, not 2012.
28.
2012 is a different story.
Okay.
It's not even fraud. So I now ask myself, even if I join them and I get that money, how would I explain that money to my father? My father is going to disown me. He will not. I see people, fraudsters, come back home with cars and their parents are laughing.
Are happy, spraying money on them.
I will not even have the thoughts to be in the same state with my father. Let me know by accident we cross paths. I would try it. Because not just only, it's not about what he would do to me. The disappointment on his face alone is, it's enough not for me to try it. Ever. And there's this thing with life. When you, as a Christian, there is only one commandment amongst the 10 that comes with a promise.
Yeah.
And it's obey your father and mother. That's the only one that has a promise. And maybe a lot of people might be looking for money, but that live long. If I live long with the skill I have, money is not a problem. So it's been blessings. There are times, even in trading, you say, enter this, I make money, enter this, I lose money. And those things are things that actually, helped me also in trading to make better decisions. And of course, he has been my backbone. Most of the money I lost in trading is money, it's not my own. It's even when I got money, I started getting sense. so when I funded my own account instead, that was when I understood that, okay, I can now invest money in this. That's when I started spending my own personal money. But most of the accounts blown, most of the earlier courses, he actually sponsored that.
That makes sense. A lot of people actually lack real guidance through life, and most times they just move on vibes. They don't necessarily know what they are doing. Today you see them. Today they are pursuing Forex trading. Next tomorrow they are pursuing YouTube automation. The next day they are pursuing content creation without an actual guide to what life entails. And which, if you know it, to succeed in life, you need to know what you're doing.
Yeah,
This thing is not luck. You need to sit down and know that this is what I'm doing and this is how I'm doing it. That's just the only way success comes. And if you're in trading, and I'm talking to anybody watching now, if you're in trading and you're looking for real guidance, you're looking for an actual direction to trading and through trading, I would advise you to check the link in the description, because I am going to be adding the link to his academy for you in the description. And these are one of the reasons why I don't teach trading, because I don't think I even know enough to teach anybody. Right? How many hours do you think I'm going to spend with you in a day if I want to guide you through trading? What materials do you think I want to give to you? Whatever information I have in trading is for me for now.
Yeah.
I just want to use it enough to be okay with myself, right? So the best thing I can do for you is to send you to people who have materials, people who are ready to guide you through trading. And check the link in the description. You're going to see a part of that. And thank you very much for being here with us. Thank you very much for availing yourself for this conversation. The reason why I have some of these conversations is because as much as you think you know, there's always more.
Always.
Right?
Always. I don't think, in as much as you say you don't know enough, the only reason why I even did that is I'm not even seeing myself as the final bus stop for any trader. You get? So you come in, you understand the right way, you start understanding people you should listen to, like some people I'll shout out maybe later in the video, but you understand the people you should listen to and the kind of information you should, absorb. So that's why my course is not very expensive. It's very affordable. It's not even up to $50.
Oh, it's not up to $50.
No.
Oh, wow.
Not up to $50.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
because I'm just you're here. You get, and where I expect you to be is here. So if I'm expecting you to go here, why will I charge the price of here when you are entering here? It does not make any sense.
Lowering the barrier to entry.
Yeah, so because anybody can wake up in the morning and place a trade and call himself a
A
trader and then
trader, yeah.
start showing blues immediately.
Give us those names you want us to go look out for.
Okay, so I'm only going to call Nigerians. I'm not going to call foreigners, but
Okay.
you there is I'll first shout out to Ejimi the trader first.
Oh, Jimmy, Pastor Jimmy.
Yeah,
I know
Pastor
him.
Jimmy. He doesn't talk much.
Yes.
Yeah. But anytime he speaks, I resonate a lot with what he says. And you hear his experience. You hear his experience whenever he speaks. He's been around and he's one person you should teach. You should listen to.
Yeah.
Whenever I have the opportunity, just listen to him. I will shout out to Collins Udolo. He's my personal mentor. He's not on social media per se, so you might find. I'm not even following him on Instagram, but I follow him mostly on LinkedIn. So you might find him there. A very great teacher. He is actually modeling me into something better. I'll also shout out to because if my mentor, he might not tell you much. So, but yeah. So I'll also shout out to Hosanna Chikwado. Hosanna Chikwado is someone you should also listen to. Yeah. And then Yemi Olaleye, another person. Yemi actually put me on the roadmap of certifications. I was always looking for, how to, I'm like, this thing is a job. What certificates? Of course, you have to go and study finance in school and all that. But I know that there are short courses and certifications you can get. And he was the one that put me on most of them, not all of them.
Yeah.
And thanks to Gemini put me on the remaining. So, yeah, these guys for now, and of course, our guy here. He doesn't talk so much about trading. He's like he said, doesn't want to teach, but
Please.
our short conversations on trading, his head is in the right place.
I'm just the content creator. Please. I make videos.
Yeah.
So thank you for being here. We really enjoyed. I learned a lot, and I believe everybody watching has learned something. And if there's one thing I am taking away from all of this is know it. Know it. That's just it. It's just the word, because most traders, I have had conversations with quite a number of traders, and you realize that most of them are moving on vibes. I keep using the word vibes because I know I've seen it, right?
Yeah.
They might have, just like you said, the trading industry is the only place where you get into and you start seeing people, or maybe say you want to teach somebody. You start asking you questions like, show us your blues or show us your cars and all of that, right? Cars and blues is not the result of proper trading, but who am I to talk about trading? Thank you very much for being here.
But I want to say something about that. Sorry for doing this.
Okay.
Anybody that shows you blues is expecting to collect money from you. So yeah, if real traders show track records, my FX book. Yeah, so my students, once you launch a live account, I'm like, connect it to my Facebook. I want to see what you've done 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, then 1 year. So if at least for my Facebook is green, is not blue. So if I see your portfolio is green, even if it's 0.1%, I'll be happy for you at the end of 1 year. And then you now become 10%, 20%, 30%, I'll be very happy. So, yeah, because of that blues now, people are doing a lot of dodgy things.
More often than not, all of those people doing dodgy things, sometimes if you see them show you those, I just flipped $1 to $10, you are the market, you are the
product.
You are the product that they are looking for. So all of those things is just in a bit to bring you in.
Yeah.
It's the trap they are setting. So immediately you chop the lie.
So
Once you don't chop them.
With this, why will I wake up one morning and start telling you, I made $2,000 today.
How much I've made?
Yeah. What's your business?
Just like you said, why will I tell anybody how much I made from the jobs I went to yesterday?
Yeah,
Why?
it's nobody's business.
If I want to teach you, I show you the edits, the videos. That is the most important. Why do you need to know how much I make?
And as a trader, if you really know how to trade, right, the masses are not your market. You are looking for high net worth individuals and ultra high net worth individuals. You are looking for people who can deposit $5 million. You are looking to build a possible hedge fund that will handle 100 million, 200 million in equity, asset under management. That is what you're
That's when
looking
your
for.
life changed.
It's not just your life. That is when it becomes a job. That is when you really become a professional trader. So you don't need to even sell a course to anybody. Not really.
Let's wrap this up. Thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it. And do well to check the link in the descriptions to get access to the course and also the free side of things on the website.
Just go the free side. If you don't like what's on the free side, don't bother paying me your money. I don't really.
That's with full confidence.
Yeah, I don't really need it.
And also, in the description, there are going to be links to other materials like the equipment we use and every other thing. We're introducing some of those things. And yeah, just check the description for any other thing we want to give out to you guys. And if you have not subscribed at this point, I don't know how to convince you. I don't
Subscribe.
even think I want to convince you.
I'm serious. You see, I'm serious. I'm not saying this to make his head swell. I tell him this over the phone every time.
Let me bring it down.
He's one of the best content creators in Nigeria. One of the best. I'm not saying this because I'm on his podcast. Yes. It's not easy to get me. You'll not see me on any podcast. If you see him on any podcast, just know I really love that person.
Yeah.
And I've been following him for over a year plus. Yeah. So
please do well to subscribe. I don't know what you're saying.
But I'm serious.
But do well
to
subscribe, like this video. I want us to get this video to 1,000 likes. That's the target, 1,000 likes.
Okay.
So make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel and share the video with your friends. Drop a comment if you enjoyed the session. That being said, see you on the next one. Bye for now.